I'm with Cornell Cooperative Extension of Suffolk County, and we've partnered with Peconic Estuary programs, Seatuck, New York Sea Grant, as well as Stony Brook University to try to bring a comprehensive program together for Suffolk County for trying to return alewife to their natural habitat for spawning.
The alewife is a fish that migrates up into fresh water to spawn and spends most of its life out in the ocean. Its populations are really in trouble these days. It's been nominated to be listed as an endangered species, so that hasn't happened this year but may happen at some point in the future. In addition to problems in fisheries in the ocean that are hurting it, its spawning habitat has been significantly reduced, especially in the eastern seaboard of the U.S. So many of our rivers and streams have been dammed up over the years for power and agriculture and recreation, and so one issue that we're working hard on here on Long Island is restoring access of those fish to their spawning habitat upstream in the freshwater.
We've kind of really been in the middle of this effort to restore these fish across the island and organize the various entities working on it within their own jurisdiction. So I feel like one of the things we do is sort of organize these people who may not otherwise be talking to each other, and sort of so we have more of a collective effort. This project that started right here in the Peconic River in 1995 when Byron Young and others started with buckets lifting fish over the dam. And that was really the first alewife restoration work on Long Island. After that they put a temporary fish ladder in, and then in 2008, 2009 they built the permanent rock ramp there. And this run we're seeing here at this what's called a little river here at Woodhull Dam is the product of that work. So these, tens of thousands of fish coming here that are now stuck, of course. And so what we're trying to do is incrementally just keep moving these fish further upstream and reconnecting them to their historic spawning habitats.
My role is managing the freshwater fish resources. So when the alewife come into freshwater, then I get involved. The freshwater fish that live here all the time benefit when alewife come in because it gives them something to eat. So we're promoting whenever we can improving fish passage. We also regulate dams through our dam safety program. So that part of the DEC requires that any work done on a dam bring the dam up to safety code and make sure that the work is done in such a way that it doesn't make the dam less safe. That involves a lot of engineering, a lot of planning, and can unfortunately slow down the process of adding fish passage. But in the end, you'll end up with a safer dam and fish passage, which is what we really want.
We know these fish have been coming in and gathering here at Woodhull over the past couple years, and we've been trying to get people here to see it. So when we realized that the Suffolk County Legislature was going to be meeting here at the County Center in April, right across the street, we thought it was a great opportunity, if we could get their attention, to come across the street and see these fish. I mean, I could talk about alewife till I'm blue in the face, Byron can talk about it, we can all talk about it, but seeing the fish, trying to jump up this dam, gathering here in this pool really drives it home, I think. It's a compelling scene. The thousands and thousands of fish stuck at a dam with habitat upstream that they could be using. So we lucked into a day when the legislature was meeting. When they were here, we were worried April 28th, it's sort of late in the season, the fish might be gone, but we got lucky this year with the season being a little bit late because of the cold weather. We got 7 or 8 legislators come over. We were able to cast a net, pull some fish out, put them in a tank, let them see these fish up close and personal way, and really hopefully connect to this story, which isn't just happening here at Woodhull, but really is happening across Suffolk County. And every one of these legislators has a potential project in their district. I mean, every tributary Long Island at one time hosted an alewife run.
Well, we got to see nature at its finest today. I mean, you really see the problem firsthand, where the alewives are really trying to go further upstream and they can't because of a dam that was placed there many years ago. And it seems like a fairly simple solution that could really help out nature quite a bit by just providing either removing the dam that's there or providing some kind of ladder system where the fish could get to where they want to go and spawn where they want to spawn. And I think that will, not only see an increase in the number of alewives, but all of nature that depends on the alewives for their own existence. So this is a good pursuit, and I certainly will support the various groups that are working to make a difference here.
A lot of things we're doing in the grant, especially the work I'm on, is a lot of sampling. So we'll go out 2-3 times a week, setting fyke nets, trying different methods. Cast netting, electrofishing is also very popular, to try to get a subspecies and to kind of get a count of what we can see is coming through the river, when and where they're going. In this river system in Peconic, we use one technology of video cameras. So we have a gate at the first dam where they're able to pass through. That's a live 24-hour recording of the fish that are passing through. So we can go back through the software and review the footage to see how many fish are coming through, when they're coming through, and what size are coming through.
And the alewife is a critical species in this estuary and all the estuaries. And in fact, in the past, they used to be the dominant filter feeding fish. The alewife, the menhaden, all the herrings, they were tremendous filter feeders of the estuaries, possibly contributing more to filtration in the ecosystem than even the bivalves that once were in here. The fish ladders have tremendous benefit to other species than river herring. American eel can utilize them. There are trouts that we're hoping will use them. We're only just beginning to understand what other fish can utilize them with the video camera. We might see white perch in some of these systems. We've seen catfish utilize the one in the Carmen's River. And we've also, expect to see many of the stocked fish that the DEC put in, like the rainbow and the brown trout are utilizing it. But for the natural diadromous species, we're hoping something like the white perch might use it as well, and the sea run brook trout. So we'd get lots of gains for putting, simple restoration to work.